Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current career and financial energy for the sign of Gemini for the month of May. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so if there are messages in this reading that do not resonate, drop those messages. Do feel free to take the messages that resonate with you for your situation. Also note that I will not send you a message on any platform, including Instagram or YouTube or any platform. So if you do get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do not get scams. All right, let's go ahead and let's see what we have here for you, Gemini. Now I am using the Gilded Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, and the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of those cards in the description below. You can also purchase the Gilded Tarot through the Easy Tarot link. The other thing I would say is that less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right, let's go ahead and let's get everything set up here. Put everything in view. I think that looks just about good enough to me for right now. All right, Gemini, energy here on the bottom. You have the Empress. So that's a really nice energy to find in a career and financial reading. The Empress is a major sign of abundance in the tarot. And remember that when you think about this word abundance, at least for my readings, try to detach from this being like money falling out of the sky or money coming out of nowhere. That's not necessarily what this means, okay? Instead, what abundance means really is abundance is your ability to receive. And so whatever it is that you've been looking to receive, you've been looking to put energy into, the Empress says that there is material support available, or more importantly, there are resources available for you to potentially have that situation come in. But, it's not, it's something that you do have to, there's an element of work here that needs to be involved in really manifesting any type of abundance. The other thing is, this is Venus energy. Venus is the planet of luxury, wealth, the finer things in life. And so this Empress card is very good. It also says not only do you have resources, but you have an abundance of resources available to you. And so it's up to you how you choose to use those resources. And also, some of you may feel like you don't have anything, and in terms like resources may be available, but you may not see them. So like maybe you have the ability to call somebody, or you have the ability to sign up for a program, or you have the ability, there are some resources available that you may not see right now, is what I'm kind of feeling. In your overall situation or your current situation here, you do have the Devil card. So the Devil is a sign of Capricorn, but the Devil really is an energy of, this is like our shadow side. Okay, this is a card of our shadows. We all have shadows. We all have something to work through. And this is what the Devil could be coming in to say. Now, there may be something for you, Gemini, about spending. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. There may be something about spending. Okay, remember, addictions, the Devil is a card of addictions, and addictions can come in many forms, not just substances, drugs, alcohol, not just that. You can also be addicted to spending, to shopping, to eating, to watching Netflix, I get the sense this is career and finance, so we're going to keep it on brand with career and finance here. But what this could be saying is there's something about spending that's coming in very specifically here. And I would say, like, it may be a good time to analyze if the things that you're purchasing are things that bring you joy or bring you fulfillment, or things that you really need. But let's dive into this a little bit more. Now, in the past, you have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So I really like this. And the other thing that I would say here is the past is full of people. Okay, a lot of different people's opinions, energy. You have a lot of people here around you at this time, or you have here. And this Knight goes into the Queen here, so it goes Knight and then Queen and then King. And so it's almost like some of you, I get this energy of like in the past year you've leveled up in some area of your life, maybe in your financial area, the financial areas of life, or something like that. But the King of Pentacles, this is really an energy of success in career. Particularly, the King of Pentacles has climbed the career ladder, and they have done that by having healthy habits and solid routines. The King of Pentacles finds the thing that works for them, and they do that thing over and over and over again until they get to the gold chair, until they get to the gold throne, until they are wearing their crown. And so for some of you here, it looks like you've been spending a whole lot of time making big moves in money or in career, or it's been something you've been thinking about. The upper row is the row of your thoughts. You have this Queen of Wands energy as well. Queen of Wands is one of the cards associated with the law of attraction. The Queen of Wands is extremely attractive to many people, and they do that by being authentic, okay? And so if you find yourself here being inauthentic at any point in May, it may be a very good time to center yourself and ask yourself, what would the real Gemini do? Am I being my most authentic self? Because if you do that, you can bring something important into your life. There is some attraction energy here in money situations, in career situations, and so it looks very good for that. You do have this Knight of Wands as well. In the undercurrent here, this lower row is like the undercurrent, or what you can't see, the subconscious, the hidden. It's like some of you may be thinking about a move in the past. Some of you may be thinking about how you can use your talents and your skills and your abilities in the best way possible to create abundance in your life. Some of you may be really putting a lot of energy and effort into that kind of energy. In your current situation, you have the Star, the Devil, and the King of Cups. So we've talked about how the Devil, I think it's something to do with spending. Venus energy is about like luxuries and fine dining and the fine things in life, and which is great to do for yourself. But it can, like with anything in life, spill over into an issue. And I'm not trying to call you out. I just do feel like, have you bought like a million things on Amazon that you don't need? Or are you spending something, or do you have the same pair of clothing? Like, do you already have 10 copies of the same pairs of shorts, or whatever the case? Like, I almost feel like it's just something extra that maybe is not in need at this time, that feels like it's coming in. And just a warning, okay, if that's not what you're dealing with right now, then obviously just drop that message. But you do have one of my favorite cards to find in the tarot, which is the Star. The Star is a wish being granted to you in your life. This is a major energy of healing, harmony, clarity in the future, optimism, and hope for the future. This is also if I've not already said this, a wish being granted to you. So it's one of the major wish cards to find in the tarot. And I have to say, this upper row here looks very good with the King of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ace of Pentacles. I do think some of you are spending time aligning your thoughts towards abundance, and you could be doing this in multiple ways. Some of you could be doing some type of guided meditation, or you may be catching yourself, like maybe you're in the process of talking down to yourself. You may catch yourself in that process and stop the thought. Stop the negative thinking. I think some of you are maybe doing that, and you're creating abundance in that way. I also think that there's some sort of path being illuminated for you here with this Star energy. In the lower row, you have this King of Cups. So the King of Cups here is really emotional mastery. Hey, a lot of people will spend emotionally. I think there's maybe some emotional spending here. I know I keep harping on it, but it's just something that I have to keep saying. And I feel like some of you are maybe looking at controlling that at this time, and that might be helpful. Now, in the future, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So you're thinking about your next opportunity here, potentially. For some of you, you may be weighing an option or weighing a decision here about a new financial situation. Maybe this is taking a higher paying job, making a big purchase, such as like a home or a car, or maybe you're looking to get a new rental lease, like lease a new apartment, or like some of you may be making a big purchase here. The Ace of Pentacles can talk about like having to do paperwork, having to do documentation, which all of those things come around when you get a new start, or like when you sign a lease, right? That's like doing paperwork and all of that. But it's generally a very good situation. It can find new money coming into your life, but this is more about on your thoughts. So I feel like maybe some of you are thinking about how you can generate new money or generate additional money, something like that here. There's a big energy around thoughts and I think habits in this reading. You have the Four of Wands, which is stability and structure, foundations and achievements that I think you can rely on here in the future to really help you as you look at this new start, potentially with the Ace of Pentacles. And then this Nine of Swords in the lower row, working through issues around fear here, working through issues around stress, and yeah, you can see this person's having a nightmare. It's a big energy of stress and anxiety potentially, but I feel like some of you are really working through that. And I think there's like something about coping mechanisms that is coming into my mind. Let's go ahead and clarify some more. So I've already pre-shuffled this tarot deck. So we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. Really like to see that for you. The King of Cups again. The Page of Cups, the Star again, and we have the Emperor. Okay, so these are really nice clarifications here. Double aces in a tarot reading are always a good sign. I also have to just say, all of these cards in this first column are court cards, which are people potentially showing up in your life. I would make sure that you are trusting what you need to do and what is best for you at this time, okay? Now, it's good to have wise people in your corner, and the Queen of Swords is somebody who, they're capable of giving you very solid advice. They are somebody who is not just wise, but you could consider them to be a bit of an expert in a certain field. This could be somebody who delivers very, very poignant advice to you, and it's definitely somebody that you want to listen to. But the Queen of Swords could also be you showing up as maybe putting a deep focus into something. You have this Page of Cups, which can represent a happy offer or a creative offer here in a career situation. Could also see you maybe dreaming about what your best life might look like. I definitely get that energy for some of you because there's this big message of thoughts being aligned in this month. The Star twice is an incredibly powerful sign. The Star says that you will heal any sort of maybe addictive tendencies on spending, or heal through any sort of self-limiting habits that you may be coping with right now. It's very good energy for that. The Star, like I said, is a card of wishes and dreams being granted. So if you have not yet made a wish, this could be a very good month for you to throw one out there to the universe and say, hey, this is what I'm looking to attract into my life. You have the Ace of Wands, which is about, that's a really good card of side hustles, turning one of your passions into a profit, and maybe turning a hobby into money or something like that. It's the best card to find if you want to physically start something, and specifically physically start a business venture or a new venture. It is like the spark of life as well. But yeah, so you have it's a very good energy for that, especially because you have two aces. Some of you thinking about the next move. You have the King of Cups and the Emperor here. King of Cups twice, really something about emotional mastery, trying to recognize where you may be emotionally spending or something like that, maybe coming in here. You have the Emperor as well, which is a very good omen and a very good sign to find for business and career situations. It's stability, it's structure, it's authority, and the Emperor is somebody who's well respected. It's also Aries energy, so I definitely like to see this for you. Let's see what else we have. So you have great fortune, wow. You have high honor, and you have marriage. So 25, 26, situations progressing, moving up, continuing to move forward. Great Fortune is the best card to find in the Kipper deck. That can bring a literal positive change in your luck in your money situation. Again, try to detach from this just like coming out of nowhere. I mean, that can certainly happen in life, but it's less of a realistic look, and there's less of a chance of that happening compared to you just, starting a side hustle or doing something that you really enjoy doing and turning that into money. That's a much more viable path. But that can bring great rewards for you when you get the Great Fortune card. It's just a matter of doing. Again, either you look up to somebody and they're going to give you a big advice, or somebody looks up to you and you're going to be able to give them knowledge. Here, I also think some of you are marrying skills and disciplines to bring something into existence. So this is really nice. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading.